Welcome to this tutorial session. We are continuing our Unity for Beginners tutorial playlist or tutorial sessions. And this session will be an exciting one because we'll be working on the environment. We'll be creating a maze that looks like this. Then with this maze will serve as our level design, and then we'll progress um, this maze. So let's jump straight into it. So create a 3D object, which is a cube. Um, and then you realize that the cube in the scene view, um, it's nowhere to be, nowhere close to the plane. What we'll do is that we'll click on the transform and reset its position. Now, before we continue, let's let's clear or arrange our layout a bit. So we'll hold the game and replace it here, and then the console view, place it here, like so. I have this big space to work with, but it still depends on you and your preference. So press F to focus on the cube, and then we'll shift it up a bit by 0.5, and then we'll drag the cube back a little. You can use the directional keys WASD while holding shift to navigate around the scene view. So we'll drag the cube back a bit. We'll create a different material because it's very similar to the material we have on the plane. Create material, call the material black, and then in the black material we'll give it a black color, and then we'll place the black material on the cube and shift the cube back a little. And then we can stretch the cube. By pressing R, you'll be able to scale the cube along the axis of your choice. So we'll scale it along the X, then we'll scale it a little bit along the Y, and drag it up a little till you realize it's sitting exactly on your plane. If you're not so sure, see this tool here, this is your perspective tool. So this helps you, this gives you different perspectives of how your scene view will look like. So what we'll do is I will click on the Y, then you realize that the plane is not there. Press Shift and S maybe to go up, W, E to move forward, W to go down. I mean, WASD to navigate around. And so maybe you are directly on what you want to view. So what we'll do now is that we'll duplicate the cube. Now how we duplicate the cube is with the cube selected, you press Ctrl and D, and you can see a duplicate of the cube is done for you. And then you can now drag and you realize that we have a duplicate. You can press E, and then you can rotate the cube, then press W again to change back to movements. Alternatively, with pressing R, E, R, and W, you can use these tools here. So this is for rotate, this is your scale, and this is your move tool. So you can still do that. So we'll move this along maybe here. I mean, all this is done in relation to this maze we have here, right? So we'll scale this one to down a little bit. Scale it down a little bit, and we'll bring it here, scale it up, bring it up somewhere here. You can realize that it's taking shape a little bit. Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll duplicate it again and we'll move it here and do that and have that there. Can click on this instead, the first cube. I'll click on the first cube and then you can drag. Oh, sorry. We'll make a duplicate of that. Then we can now drag that to the top as well. And that gives you that. And then we now work on the in-betweens and scale it down. I mean, that gives you much of everything. So I'll complete this and then I'm hoping you complete it too as well. Then we'll continue with the video. Ta-da! Alright, so by the end of my model, you realize we have something like this. This is what I had. Yeah, you might have something slightly different. Might be similar to the maze that we have. So this is my representation of it. You can see that it's not so good. There are some thing. I mean, it's not there. It's not centered well at some areas, or it's not well positioned at some areas. So you can check that out. So with that done, when you check on your game view, you realize things are not how you want it. So what we are going to do is, with the game view selected, we are going to go to the main camera, and then we'll reduce this, we'll increase the size so you can see the whole scene. You realize that part of the scene is gray. You might not want that, so we'll click skybox and click solid color. I change the solid color to maybe white, and that gives you that. If you are not comfortable with what we have, maybe you might not want the shadows. What you might do is that you'll select, let's say, the first cube, press shift on your keyboard and select the last cube and click cast. On cast shadows, click off, and you realize that there are no more shadows. If you like the shadows, you can keep them on. With that done, you can decide to center your cubes much better. You can go back to your scene view, and maybe you can drag the game view back here again with a better view of how things are. You can center, well position your objects to your liking, probably to like everything. But it's all perfect. So from this, I'll have probably the whole project in the description. Maybe if you don't want to build the whole scene, or you feel it's tiring, I would have my projects in the description, and then you can continue from there. If you press play, you realize you can move the ball for this. The ball is quite slow, so what we do is click on the ball and increase the speed of the ball from our previous tutorial, and then we realize that we move the ball much faster through this. 500 might still not be good. Let's see, 800, and then realize you can move the ball through this out. Alright, so that's it for today's tutorial. Thank you.